Alright, so today we're going to start project number 2. We need to get we already got a coop, so we're going to make a nesting box setup for the chickens to lay their eggs. And we're going to do it all with some reclaimed lumber, reclaimed projects, and basically whatever we can use that we don't have to go buy at the store. Stick with this homesteading. So, what we got so far, we have a whole bunch of pallets, an old bunk bed, and we're going to use a whole bunch of lumber that we're going to make. So stay tuned and I'll try to edit accordingly. Alright, first step is always your design. I don't usually draw things out. I usually just look at it and picture it and decide what I want to do. So, what I want to do is make this the entryway. Put a little door in here, put a little roof up there. Then we're going to put boxes on the sides of it so that we can walk in. Take our eggs, which will be right here, and then go back out without disturbing them so that we can leave areas where they're the ones that are being broody so we can hatch some eggs. So first thing to do is figure out just how big you want it. So for me, I've already been picturing this, so I want to go. See, I was thinking 2 foot, which is pretty long. So let's do 20 inches just to give them plenty of space. And we'll have to brace it up, otherwise it's just gonna make the whole bed tip over. This is painted with latex paint, so that won't hurt the chickens. And it's made out of red cedar, so it doesn't matter that it's on the ground. Some things here, we're gonna go for as square as possible, but remember, it's a chicken coop, so we're not gonna go too in depth and making sure everything's level or anything. All right, here's gonna be as much as we worry about level. Stick that there. Check it out there and make sure that we have a line going. Yes, because remember, we're using twisted firewood basically. Alright, so regular screws, they don't work. I use 2 like deck screws and we're just still really flimsy. So luckily I actually planned on this, and I got these fasteners. No endorsement to the brand, it's just these structural ones basically for timber and things like that. These are Home Depot. There's another brand at Lowe's. It just has a really big head on it. So it's basically like a washer built into a screw. And then on the back they tell you like weight and stuff like that. That's what we've been using over there on the treehouse. And I could show you how to do all the tenon joints with a saw. Got the saw right there, and chisels. I can do it. I know how to do it. It just takes a lot of time. So I've always been wanting to try out one of these guys. So I picked up one of these on old Amazon. Just a do-it-yourself log furniture toolkit, lumberjack tools, made in the USA, which I appreciate that. And anyways, we'll try it out, and then if we don't like it, we'll send it back.
Yeah.
Alright, got the camera crew for a minute. So, got both our logs up. Oh, the pollen is horrible. 20 inches both sides. Yep. Alright, now, we're going to try out this tool that I've wanted for 20 years. Literally 20 years, maybe to today's date. We're going to see if it's everything I've always dreamed it would be. Not in that direction, it's not. Alright, I think it really is everything I dreamed it'd be. So there's some adjustments to be done with that tool. But we can cut some of that off, and now our 20 inches is gonna be about 60 when it's done. So I'm glad I made it a little longer than I was planning on. So we'll go from there. All right, so there's 2 ways you can do this. You can, now that you have that longer arm, you can take your log you're gonna put up to it. You could drill all the way through if you wanted to, and then just cut off what was left or whatever. Easy to put a screw in there, keeps it from moving. Now, because we're using the logs that we had, there's not a lot there if I do a 1.5 inch cut out of the middle. So I'm only gonna go in probably just like that far, and cut it off beforehand. You want a little space between the joints, which if you're building furniture, you can put glue in there. For this, we're not too worried, so we'll probably just run a screw from the other side. So. All right, we got our very different size logs with our holes, so I'm gonna show you what to do with that. All right, so I already knew that that was a way longer rod than we needed. So you're gonna dry fit the dowel into it, like so, and mark where the edge is. Okay. Now, that's how deep your hole is on your tree. So we'll measure from here to here, and then cut the shoulder back. So to about there. All right. Well, that was day 1 of this build, and we're gonna go get some dinner. So here we're at. Got our joints. I gotta figure out how to work this camera, and then we'll go from there. Have a good night.